Hello dear students, in this class we are going to learn a topic of classification of animal under chapter Animal Kingdom. Classification of animal. Students, you know that the animals having more complexity as compared to plant, because animal have different other systems which are not found inside the plants. Here the vast number of animal species are reported and they are classified on the basis of by considering different parameter. In previous classes I already discussed about what parameter are considered to classify animals. Due to large number of animal species, the animal classify in order of their complexities. Students, you know that the animals that belong in animal kingdoms having cellular level of body organization up to organ system level of body organization, and this make the animal by increasing their complexities, they group into the various phyla and classes. Students, the animal also classified in two categories. Basically, first is called non-chordate. Non-chordate, or you can say it is called vertebrate. Animal which are non-chordate and another it is non-chordate and other is called chordate. You can say chordata also. Here non-chordate and chordate. Non-chordate animals are not having notochord, while chordate having notochord. Means the chordate having more complex body organization and it is well developed as compared to non-chordate. The non-chordate is also called invertebrate. It is also called invertebrate, and in order to their complexity, they are classified into the various phylum. The first phylum of non-chordate is Porifera. What is called Porifera? I am going to prepare a list of all those animals which comes under the categories of non-chordate. Here the Porifera is a type of non-chordate. The Porifera is also called sponge. You know that the non-chordate not having notochord, and here notochord. Students, you know that what is a notochord? Notochord especially you can say in our body a vertebral column is present, and vertebral column is modification of notochord, and those animal having such column like structure in their body is called notochord. And not all animals having notochord as in the form of vertebral column. Some animals the notochord is not differentiated as a vertebral column. Here the chordate having notochord. Notochord are present in case of chordate. Notochord present, and chordates is also called vertebrate. It is also called vertebrate, and it is called invertebrate. Now the second phylum of invertebrate is coelenterate. Yes, you can say coelenterata. Coelenterata is also called Cnidaria. It is also called Cnidaria. Next, third phylum is Ctenophora. Ctenophora is also placed. Ctenophora. The fourth phylum is Platyhelminthes. Fifth one is Aschelminthes. Aschelminthes. Here the Platyhelminthes is also called flatworm. It is also called flatworm. The Aschelminthes also called roundworm. The Aschelminthes having more complexity as compared to Platyhelminthes. Now, sixth one is a phylum Annelida. Annelida. 7 is called Arthropoda. A phylum 8 is called Mollusca. Phylum 9 called Echinodermata. Echinodermata. And 10 having some character of vertebrate as well as invertebrate is called Hemichordata. Hemichordata is having character of both vertebrate as well as invertebrate. It is considered under Hemichordata. Hemichordata, I think not covered by camera. It is Hemichordata right here. Now, students, the different phylum is known by another name. It is a segmented worm. Segmented worm. And Arthropoda having jointed appendages animals. Having jointed appendages animals is considered under the Arthropoda. And mollusca having hard covering on their shell, having a complex hard covering on their shell is considered under the mollusca. Echinodermata having a spiny spicules that found inside the surface of the body is considered under the Echinodermata. It is exclusively marine, and it is a Hemichordata having some character like non-chordates as well as character like chordate. In case of chordate, there are further chordates also classified into the phylum. First is a cyclostomes. Yeah, you can say this is a cyclostomata. Cyclostomata. It is also called jawless vertebrate. Jawless. Here no jaw is found. Jawless vertebrate. Jawless vertebrate. Second is a Pisces. Pisces are the categories where fish is found. It is a Pisces. Pisces classified further in two categories: chondrichthyes fishes, and second is a osteichthyes fishes. Osteichthyes fishes. You can match the spelling of this chondrichthyes and osteichthyes. Chondrichthyes having cartilaginous bone, cartilaginous bone in their body, and here it is also called bony fish. It is called cartilaginous fish and it is called bony fish. Means the fish that belong into the osteichthyes is considered under the bony fish because they have bone as their skeleton, and chondrichthyes having cartilage as their skeleton. The next class under the chordata is amphibia. Amphibia is more advanced as compared to the fishes. The amphibia having dual mode of life, you already know it can survive inside the water as well as on the land. So it is also called amphibia, and amphibia in generally it is also known as amphibians, and having adopted as a dual mode of life. And next one is reptiles. Reptiles are those which are generally reptilia, those are creeper animals which move through the creeping movements. And then aves is it is also called birds. And next is mammals. And what all phylum? Mammals, you can say a mammalia. The all phylums as well as classes of the animal kingdoms, they are broadly classified into further in order and then in class, order, family, genera and species. Means the animals that found in the class, the total animals found, about more than 1 million species in animal kingdoms belong, and that are not classified very easy way. It means for the classification of animal, the taxonomical hierarchy is also considered here to explain detail about the each and every animals. Now here this is a classification. In NCERT, this is a different phylum, and one by one what is the characteristic of this phylum, what is their structures, and what is a basic feature, how this phylum animal classified and how many animal found in this, what is their mode of reproduction. These all things of a single phylum is discussed one by one in upcoming classes. Now the classification systems that given in NCERT is they are classified by considering some parameter like same as a classification of animal in that given in NCERT are the kingdom that having level of body organization. First classification first parameter, level of body organization, what level of body organization found in the animal kingdom, level of body organization. Second is a symmetry. Third is a consider under body cavity, and what phylum shows these characteristic. Now if we are talking about Animalia, then it having two type of body organization. First body organization is cellular type. You can see cellular here, it is a very simple type of body organization, cellular body organization having symmetry, you can say asymmetrical. Symmetrical body. And second is a tissues, organ and organ system level of body organization, Here we are talking about the Animalia, which having level of organization is a cellular type and tissue, organ and organ system level of body organization. In Animalia, the animals belong are always multicellular. In animal kingdom, no animals placed which are having unicellular properties. Here, the cellular level body organization, one mistake here. Cellular level and cellular level body organization animal does not have any symmetry, does not having body cavity, and the phylum belong in this is called Porifera. The phylum belong in the Phylum belong in the cellular level body organization, does not having any symmetry or body cavity. The second is the tissue level body organization having two type of symmetry. Two type of symmetry. You can say first is considered under the asymmetrical bodies. Radial symmetrical body. Radial symmetrical body. Here you can say asymmetrical. First I was written correct, but in NCERT is not given, that why I am confused about that. Here it is a cellular level and asymmetrical body, porifera, no body cavity found inside the porifera. Now the tissue organ and organ system level of body organization, the radial symmetry and second is a bilateral symmetry is found. Bilateral symmetry found in case of tissue and organ system level of body organization animals. The radial symmetry animals having no any body cavity. Here also radial symmetry animals not having body cavities, that have two animals group. First is a Coelenterata and Ctenophora. Coelenterata and Ctenophora both are the phylum just placed after the porifera, and it is initial phylums. Now the bilaterally symmetrical animals further having three type of symmetry, the body cavities. First is a acoelomate. Acoelomate means in previous class I already discussed how coelom is developed, and if the animal not having coelom it called acoelomate. If animals having false coelom it is called pseudocoelomate, and if the animal having well defined coelom it is called coelomate animal. Here acoelomate animal, the member of platyhelminthes generally shows acoelomate condition. Conditions, member of platyhelminthes. Now the pseudocoelomate condition observed in phylum. Pseudocoelomate condition observed in phylum. Which phylum? Aschelminthes or Nematoda. Aschelminthes is also known as Nematoda. This is also called roundworm. Nematoda. This is another name of Aschelminthes. The coelomate animals. Next one is a coelomate, which having well-defined coelom. Well-defined coelom in their body, and that are belong from Annelida to vertebrata. Annelida to vertebrata. I have already discussed about different invertebrate and vertebrate. Invertebrata to vertebrata. Annelida to vertebrata. This all having coelomate body organization. Means Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, then Hemichordata, as well as Cyclostomata, fishes, reptile, amphibia, and mammalia, birds also. And this all having coelomate body organization. Coelomate body organization found in all higher group of animals. Here sometimes coelom conditions is further classified into the schizocelic coelom and other categories. So here I am not going to discuss detail about type of coeloms present inside the higher animals. Now type of coeloms, when you are going to study detail about your system of classification and type of coelom, you will learn there. But here up to class 11th level it is not possible to study this, because syllabus is too much in class 11th and not possible to cover each and every topic in detail. Now the next is First phylum, I am going to start phylum first. You know that Porifera not having any body cavity, they having asymmetrical body, as well as body of organization is cellular type. You already learned three characteristics of phylum Porifera, how the animal look like, where they are found, and what is their structural body structures, as well as how they reproduce, how they increase their number. Now next one is a phylum Porifera. Phylum name indicate Porifera. Porifera name indicate it is a made up of a Latin word pori. It means porous body, and fera, it is sometime a fairy represent as a body, and some book written feron. Feron means the body, means the body having pore, and those animals, those sponge, those porifera which having pore in their bodies is called porifera. It includes about 5,000 species. How many species? 5,000 species, and 5,000 species present in the phylum Porifera, and they are about 500 million old organism. Means basically they are grow inside the, they are found inside the water bodies. They are found inside the water bodies. Now students, the characteristic feature of these animals, what is a characteristic feature? Characteristic feature, what is a characteristic feature of this animal? Means Porifera. First start from initial. The body organization is cellular type. What type? Cellular type. And I already discussed the body is generally asymmetrical. No any type of symmetry is found in this case. Asymmetrical body. Here cellular type means different type of cells found inside the body, and they are these cells perform their own function. They are called because the name is Porifera. Here this is a pore bearing animals. Pore bearing animals. Pore bearing animals. Why animals? Because they have characters like animals, so they are classified in the kingdom Animalia. Pore like animals, you can say different type of pore. The body having ostia and osculum they have found. Ostia and osculum they are found. They are maybe fixed at a location. Yeah, you can say it is a secondary fix. Sometime it is grow on the wooden, that wood present inside the water bodies on the other animals, as well as not fixed here. It is not a potent character of this phylum. Here ostia and osculum. Let us understand the structure of the Porifera. This is a Porifera. This is a base of Porifera. It is called holdfast, and this is a body having pore on their body, and this pore help in the intake of water current and some of the unicellular bacteria and protists as their food. This is called ostia. Ostia help in the intake of water. Suppose this Porifera present inside the water, this ostia help to intake water with bacteria, poriferans, protists and unicellular algae that help to enter inside the body and work as a food for the poriferans. And inside the ostia, inside the body, because they have pipe like, and in between the bodies they having is canal is called spongocoel. Spongocoel canal is found, and this is a spongocoel canal draw in this diagram. This is a exit opening called osculum, where the water current move into the through the ostia and canal into the spongocoel cavity. The water with food remain present for some durations. After then absorbing and digestion and absorption of the energy from the food, again the water bodies with waste they eject out from the body with the help of osculum. Here spicules are present on the surface of porifera. This is a spicules. Yeah, you can say this is a spines that present on the surface of the ostia. And here osculum opening guarded by a flap, not flap, points. Now this is a osculum. This is a structure of a single sponge. If you draw the longitudinal section, then we find that this is a osculum, and this is a body. You can see the body is a double layer. Basically, it's a double layer body systems that are found inside the poriferan. Outer layer is called pinacoderm, and inner layer of the poriferans is considered under the coenoderm. Outer layer is a pinacoderm and inner layer is a coenoderm. Two layer body systems. Generally in complex animals, the body have three germ layer: ectoderm, endoderm as well as mesoderm. Here mesoderm is not found in the case of porifera. Here it is a pinacoderm, it is a outer layer. Pinacoderm, it is a outer layer, and the inner layer is considered under coenoderm. Coenoderm is made up of a special type of cells called coenocyte cells. It is a flagellated beer flagella, help in beating inside the body as like this, beating inside the bodies and create a water current, help in the intake of water inside the body and outtake of water from the bodies. It is called coenoderm. This is a osculum, and a cavity present inside this is called spongocoel cavity. Spongocoel cavity that are found inside the poriferans. This is a hold fast. Now students, this is a ostia, and ostia move through the canal. It is called ostial canal. Yeah, you can say ostial canal, which help in the moving the water by food into the osculum, and this osculum retain this spongocoel cavity retain that water with food material for some duration. Now some of the special cells also found in between ectoderm and mesoderm. It is amoebocytes, archaeocytes, many type of cells like the mesoderm is not found in place. Mesoderm, some mesenchyme like structures they observe, not mesenchyme. Here word is not pronounced mesenchyme, but in between ectoderm and mesoderm some cellular structure like this type of cells, this type of cells also observed in the ectoderm, between the ectoderm and mesoderm. It is called, suppose one cell is called archaeocyte cells that present inside the ectoderm and coenoderm. It is archaeocyte. Archaeocyte have a capacity of regeneration. And then some amoebocyte cells are also found. Amoebocyte found inside the ectoderm and pinacoderm and coenoderm. And many other cells are also found. I am not going to tell one by one, but some cellular structures are found between ectoderm and endoderm, which help and perform a separate function. Now, this is a osteal canal. This all structure about this is a LS section of longitudinal section of what? This is a species known as cycon. Students, cycon, this is animal cycon. Inside the poriferans, some other characters like canal system is a very popular. Canal system, formation of canal system is occur inside the poriferans. Canal system depend upon the complexity and types of poriferans present inside the porifera. The canal system are broadly classified. And 4 type of canal system generally observed, like cycon type canal system, cycon type, and ascon type canal system, especially Ragon type and Leucon type canal systems is also found in this case. This is not a part of class 12 standard and it is not given in your syllabus, so I am not going to discuss detail, but you may learn different type of canal system, cycon, ascon, Ragon and Leucon types. Here the cycon type canal system is so simple and Leucon type canal system is found so complex. Leucon type is found in case of Leucosolenia species. Leucosolenia. Here the exoskeleton found in the form of, you can see the exoskeleton in the form of calcareous and siliceous spicules, calcareous as well as siliceous spicules, means calciums or silica help in the formation of spicules formation in case of porifera. Beside this, some of the porifera found in aquatic, you know that these poriferans found in aquatic conditions. Basically, some are in marine system and some are in freshwater aquatic systems. Now, the reproductions generally reproductions found inside the poriferans in the form of asexual as well as sexual both. Asexual by budding, by fragmentation, asexual reproduction by budding and fragmentation, as well as another structures called gemule formation. What they have? Not a gemule. One name of not a gemule here. Gemule formation. Gemule formations that are found. Gemule form in favorable conditions and it withstand extreme conditions also, and if favorable conditions comes, they release their spores, release their cells from the gemmules and help in the development of another poriferans. Sexual reproductions is found and they release their gamete into the water and fertilize there and form zygotic structures which help to develop to form what? Adult poriferans. Now students, many other characters, examples of many other species that found, not only cycon, it is here some species like Euplectella, it is also called freshwater sponge, Euplectella. Demospongia, this is also found in inside the Demospongia. Cycon is Leucosolenia, cycon, spongilla. These all are member of the poriferans. This is a common examples. Especially here the development may be direct, means direct here you can say the direct development means no larval stage are found, and indirect development is considered under the larval stage found in their life. students, this is a general feature of Porifera. In next class, I will discuss about structure I already discussed, general feature I already discussed, type of reproduction I already discussed in this class. Some topics, some structural differences are left in this. I think this is a part of your revision, and what is with the help of side book you can take. And next one topic is what is a classification. Classification means classification is not a given in 12 NCERT, 11th NCERT, but here the inside book it is given. The classes of Porifera is further classified into the phylum Porifera, further classified into 3 classes: Calcarea, Hexatenellida, and Demospongia. What is a difference character? What is a different characteristic? What each class of Porifera further having some additional characteristic, and different animals, and the same different animals belong in each categories, those who follow the character of classes. Again I revise, the Porifera further classified into the 3 classes. First is a Calcarea, second is a Hexatenellida, and third is a Demospongia. Of course, here Demospongia is given, is considered under the class Demospongia. So here 3 classes. 3 classes means Hexatenellida having a species of Sycon, and another is a Leucoselenia. Hexatenellida having species of Euplectella, here written here, and Demospongia having a species of Euspongia or Demospongia. So this one is a different characters as well as how they reproduce. This is all about the Porifera as standard 11. Now students, in next class I will discuss our next topic, phylum Coelenterata. Thank you.